So the topic of today's video is why no-shows and cancellations make you an asshole. So if you cancel within a 72-hour grace period, this video isn't pertaining to you. You're still a decent human being and you can move on. Unless by chance you want to listen to me rant and rave about the other people who don't give notice when they cancel, then stick around. Alright, so first off, when scheduling with a pro-dom, dominatrix, domina, whatever she prefers to be called, there are some things that you need to know. Just basic courtesies. 1, do not schedule an appointment if you do not plan to show up. Basic understanding before we begin anything else. Do not schedule an appointment if you do not plan to show up. Okay, now that that has been said, now everyone's human. Granted, emergencies do happen, but oh, well, I don't have the car today, or some things came up and I just really can't afford it right now. Those aren't good excuses. We don't want excuses. We don't care. We could not give a shit what is happening in your personal life. You have made an appointment, just like if you were to make a dentist appointment or a doctor's appointment. You call and cancel before your appointment, not, oh, well, it's the scheduled appointment time. He hasn't shown up. Let me, call to make sure that he's coming, or God forbid he's dead in a ditch somewhere, because we're not all heartless. We do tend to care about the personal safety of our customers. Other than that, getting in a car accident, that's fine. Death in the family, understandable. My car broke down. Even that one, is understandable. But if you knew that you weren't going to have the car and made the appointment anyway, then that's on you. And that makes you an asshole. Okay, now why did I feel the need to make a video ranting about cancellations and no-shows? Well, in this line of work, cash-based session-to-session work, if you're not a very well-established pro-dom, it's feast or famine, as the saying goes. You are either doing really, really well, or you're not doing well at all. And that's one of the things that no dom is going to outright tell you. No one wants to look like the woman that can't make her bills, or, that she's struggling. It goes against the image of a dom. We're always supposed to have our shit together. We're always supposed to be in power. We're always supposed to, look this certain way, dress this certain way, act this certain way. We're held to this crazy standard. So no one's going to tell you, oh, well, I can't make my bills because these 3 assholes canceled their session, for this month, so now I'm short. She's not going to tell you that. She's not going to make a mention of it at all. We're always doing good. We're always busy. We're always promoting. We're always getting served, and this person's taking us to get our nails done, and this person's taking us to get our, hair done. We're never going to be like, oh, well, I had 5 cancellations this week, so I'm just going to lay around my house. No, that's not productive. if we don't want people to cancel on us, that's not the way to do it. So we're gonna hide that. We're never gonna tell you outright. And because no one says anything about it, now there's this impression that, oh, I can just not show up and she'll be fine. She's doing all this. She's good. But just to give you an example, I'm gonna give you kind of an outline of what I pay a month to live in my apartment. And with all my bills and everything, it comes to about $1,575. That's without groceries, without necessities, without toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning supplies, stuff for my sessions. That's nothing but bills. And I host out of my house. So, I don't pay for a dungeon space. So for me, this is part of my work expense. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and in sunny California, where everything is expensive, it's just my rent alone is over $1,000. Thankfully, I don't use that much water or electricity or anything, or it would be way more expensive to live in my apartment. Roughly speaking, with everything else, groceries, just day-to-day necessities, things like that, it's about $2,000. It's about $2,000 to live in my apartment. Now, if I was doing sessions, every session at about $200 a session, I'd need 10 sessions in a month to pay for all of my bills. That is 2.5 sessions a week. So round it up, it's about 3 sessions a week, you can give or take. There have been weeks when I've done those, I've done 5 sessions in one day. And then there have been weeks where I haven't done 1 session in that week, or 1 session in 2 weeks. And then I'll get, 3 sessions, all at once. Or I'll get 1 session maybe here and 1 session maybe there. I just moved to my city, so I'm not well established in this city yet, which leads a lot to it. And that's true for a lot of girls that are really new into the scene, whether they're new to their city or they're just new to the job in general. They have a hard time getting a foothold in anything, and cancellations really hurt them. And I don't think that people realize that when they just decide not to show up, which is the purpose of this video. If you do need to cancel, if there's a good reason why you're canceling, maybe you have to go out of town on business and it came up very suddenly, or you're, God forbid, your grandmother's in the hospital, something like that. It's good to give at the very, very least 24-hour notice before a cancellation. Granted, we understand that that's not possible for every emergency. That's fine. Usually, I can't speak for every dom, usually we'll give you 1 more chance. Usually. If a client has canceled on me once or not shown up once, canceling, I forgive. That's fine. I'll forgive it once. But for the next session, you have to put down twice as much for a deposit. But for a no-show, you're automatically blacklisted. You are automatically in my blacklist. The reasons you don't want to be blacklisted is doms gossip. We do. We tell other doms who's on our blacklist. We will post our blacklists. on certain websites will sell our blacklists even to other DOMs in the same city, or if someone's visiting, we'll be like, here, just in case this person contacts you, don't answer. Because if you fucked us off once, then, you know, shame on you. And we're going to make sure that, you know, you don't do it again to us or other DOMs. And you really don't want that, because if it's a service that you're really like gung-ho about getting, you know, eventually you're gonna want to find somebody that you will show up for, and you won't be able to do it because you fucked off so many other DOMs that now no one is going to see you, and you're actually gonna have to travel either out of your city or out of your state, depending on how well connected the DOM is. So that's kind of an overview of the points that I wanted to touch on. But yeah, I've had an increase in the amount of assholes that I've had to deal with over the past month, and I figured that it was time to make a video about it, just kind of giving you a heads up about why you get a less than thrilled response from your DOM once you do this. And I figured it would be a good intro video for this section of my channel. I am going to be doing other videos for my channel. I'm going to be doing product reviews for things that I use for work. And I'm also going to be doing some videos for my alternate vanilla porn stuff, which is under the name Cyanide Sugar. And as you see, there's my name down in the corner. And see, down in the corner. And when I do videos for my vanilla porn, it'll actually be on this side, and it'll be green and under Cyanide Sugar. So depending on what you want to follow, I'll have different videos for each on the same channel. And I'll also have my review videos, which will be under Flesh and Bone. And those will start out, I believe, with a intimate shaving cream review for everyone out there that likes to be smooth. But that should be coming up soon, as well as my first video for Cyanide Sugar. So it'll all be on the same channel, so you won't have to follow multiples. Just pick the videos that you want to watch. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll also be linking all of my Twitter and everything in below before you get to the comments. So feel free to follow my Twitter, my Instagram, everything like that. I also actually have a Pinterest for all of you guys at Pinterest. So, yeah, I'll link everything in the bottom. And I'll talk to you guys the next time I have a rant for you to listen to.